The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned, community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
And welcome to Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. I'm Benny Mitchell here at William Penn High School for the Smyrna Eagles and the William Penn Colonials. Here's some Monday night holiday action in the wrestling world. On the camera for me is Glenn Frazier, and with me is, you can't say William Penn without saying Marvin Dooley. Marvin Dooley, Matt side with me. Marvin, welcome to another wrestling broadcast.
Thank you, Benny. Look forward to a nice night. Look for a back in the old days William Penn Smyrna matchup. Looks like another one tonight.
Two historically top programs in the state over the last 50, 60 years we have here tonight. Tonight, Smyrna ranked number 5 in the state. William Penn unranked, but I have to say right on the bubble, Marvin. They had a good match with Sussex Central. They're undefeated coming into the duels. They just won the Spartan duels Saturday afternoon down in Lake Forest. Smyrna maybe a little bit on the downside this year.
Yeah, William Penn has been on the upside. I know talking to Joey, Coach Arcangelo, the program had 29 freshmen come out this year, which has been huge in building what they need to be building here. Now, towards my later years, keeping the numbers up was a chore. So him getting a nice big freshman class and then keeping some guys in our district coming to William Penn, he's got the program up on the right side of the hill here.
Here are the projected lineups for tonight. Like we said, in wrestling, you never know where the switch could be made, if it's made. But at 106 pounds, we could see freshman Ian Alfrey, 9-8 for Smyrna, against number 6 ranked Jaden Ellis, a junior for William Penn at 113 pounds. Warren Coates, sophomore, he was their 106-pounder last year. He'll be up against Eric Bodine, a sophomore for the Colonials. I think a good match coming up at 120 will be Wyatt Miller, the senior out of Smyrna, versus Brooke Gordy, the junior out of William Penn. And then number 3 ranked Quantez Watkins at 126. I think Arcangelo has somebody put out there. We just don't know who it's going to be yet. Another key match I think is going to be 132, Kyle Davis and Nick Hendricks. That may be the match that could decide this duel, Marvin.
Yes.
138, I don't know if we'll see Tyree Heath. He's been out. He was injured in the Cape match. I haven't seen him yet tonight, but that doesn't mean he's not here. He'll go against number 1 ranked Daniel Sinclair, the senior returning state champion. Like you said, he wants to win that toss and get Heath up at 44 against Austin Smith.
Yes, I believe the toss is going to be big in this match to move guys around and get away from big hammers.
Right. At 150, it'll be Jesse Dixon, the junior from Smyrna, against Miles Harding, senior from William Penn. Smyrna has at 157 Richard Camacho and number 2 ranked Michael Lane. That is going to change. He beat the number 1 ranked wrestler Saturday at the Spartan Duels. At 165, Jose Washington, freshman for Smyrna, against number 3 ranked Frankie Norris. 175, freshman Tegan Kretowski against Ziad, but I'm going to try this, Badreladine, senior. And 190, number 3 ranked Cale Howe versus Vincent Che. 215, I heard this might be a forfeit for Smyrna against Trevor Lindsay. And then the heavyweight match, number 4, the big man, Chichi Yuli against Eli Torres. Like you said, Marvin, we both said we think we have it 6-6 with 2 toss-ups.
Yeah, but I believe the match is going to come down to bonus points. I look at the match they're looking over today as trying to be a coach for both teams. I think William Penn from 138 to 175 has got to maximize their points.
Right.
And that's where their run has to be. Smyrna the same thing, opposite way, 113 to about 132. They need to maximize their points. And then I think 190 to 285 is where they have to maximize their points. And it's who stays off their back, in my opinion, who will win the dual meet.
And you got to watch out for. He may only be number 4 ranked, but this heavyweight from Smyrna, he's a big boy. And they've got him out for football now too, and he's a force on the football field. Chichi Yule, he's I'd say about 6'6", a full 285.
Yes, and also the kid from William Penn, Torres, he's only been out a couple of years, but he's really come on to be tough little heavyweight too. So that could be a match that could decide the whole thing.
Smyrna's on their bench. Folks, we're going to take a quick commercial timeout. Wait for the Colonials So come out. We'll be right back.
Scott Kammerer, president of Sodell Concepts, the best restaurant group in the state, and we're inviting you to come join our team. Sodell Concepts is a growing hospitality company with 16 restaurants and a variety of other hospitality businesses, all located in beautiful southern Delaware. We have recently added many departments to our executive leadership team, including a training department, a property development department, and a construction department. We invite you to come live at the beach and work with a growing restaurant group with many opportunities to advance your career. Sodell Concepts Restaurant Group, come check us out.
For over 15 years, our company has been building homes in Sussex County, Delaware. We offer a completely comprehensive program for our customers that makes building a new home enjoyable. At Capstone Homes, we have access to lots in our amazing communities or through our realtor partners. Visit with our team of professionals for a completely comprehensive experience. We can handle absolutely every part of building a new home for you and your family. Create your new home. Create a Capstone home.
Looking to stay cool this summer?
At Barclay Heating and Air, we're dedicated to keeping your home comfortable year-round.
Family owned and operated, we provide trusted residential heating and cooling services to customers across central Delaware. Our experienced technicians offer reliable maintenance and repairs on all major brand HVAC systems. From air conditioners and ductless systems to heat pumps and furnaces, we also sell and install top quality units. No matter your needs, we're committed to getting the job done right with honest and timely service you can count on. Invested in our community, we're proud to help families in more ways than one, sponsoring and donating to many local programs and organizations throughout the area for dependable HVAC services. Give us a shout or a bark at Barclay Heating and Air.
And welcome back to Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. And what would bring me to Basin Road on a Monday night but the Smyrna Eagles and the William Penn Colonials? William Penn, led by head coach Joe Arcangelo, a Claymont guy. That was a state champ at Claymont back in the day. And Smyrna, led by Aaron Harris, a Caesar Rodney guy, won his title down at Caesar Rodney. Now both guys heading up two of the, like we said, top storied programs in the state. There's about maybe, 5 or 6 of them. Got to say Sussex Central, William Penn, Smyrna, Caesar Rodney, Laurel even back on the up and up. Back in the day, they were tough. So they're all out there. And right now, William Penn looking to bump Smyrna out of the rankings. They're ranked number 5 in the state. And we have 6, 7 ranked wrestlers in this match tonight. We had pre-match, we have no ranking versus ranking guys. So, and the rankings, I tell you, Marvin, since Delcastle, they've been, it's almost like a Yahtzee Cup. These wrestlers went on the mat and shook them up.
You know, rankings are, early in the year, you shuffle around, and, Lane Boy upset the Lake Forest
stats,
this week, stats, and, just talking to his mom works with my wife. Benny, you were a motivating factor in him.
Oh, good,
this week,
yeah.
So, I thought it was funny hearing that this afternoon.
Well, I did get a couple of nasty messages, and like, how can you make that ranking? And I said, I like Michael Lane, but what has he brought to the table to put him over stats when they haven't met yet, at least in the last 2 years?
Well, I've always told our kids, as a coach, you get respect, you go earn it.
That's right, and that's what he did on Saturday.
I'd say you have a chance to go get it, and once you earn it, they got to give it to you.
That's right. So here we go. We're the William Penn Colonials. I hear some noise, so sounds like the Colonials are ready to come out onto the mat. Blue Hen Conference champions. Speaking of Claymont, there goes Larry Simpson, the state champ at, I think he was the last state champ at, if I'm not, Larry Simpson, the last state champ at Claymont, right?
Yes, he was.
There will be no others because they closed the school.
Coach Taggart and Lou Sneed.
That's right. Got behind us is filling in. Got pretty good crowd here tonight for a Monday night wrestling match.
Traditionally, Benny, it's Monday night. We used to wrestle St. George's every Martin Luther King Day.
St. George's, they wrestled Caesar Rodney today. Caesar Rodney coming out 51-18. So we got the red and black smoke. And the music, William Penn going to warm up quickly as they've warmed up once already. This one's for the fans.
Yeah, warm-ups that's really what they are, because you got to warm up again before you go.
That's right. That's right. We're starting tonight's match, folks, at 157 pounds. That'll be Richard Camacho of Smyrna, the junior. He's 7-15, and he'll go up against, right now, number 2 ranked. But when they're published this week, Michael Lane, he's moved to the number 1 ranking, the senior at 16-4 this year.
Yeah, Ben, like I said, starting at 57, I tried to look at who I thought that would give the edge to, and I believe William Penn looks for momentum getting early. That could help him get off to a start.
Right.
But big matches, Ben, there's always someone that comes through that you don't really know.
Yeah, or you don't expect.
Yep. This is what I missed about coaching, the big dual meets. I don't miss the all-day Saturdays. I don't miss the daily grind. But
right.
The big dual meets. Back in the day, they didn't have all the tournaments and stuff. This is what decided everything.
Right, absolutely, yeah. I can remember, Marvin, and you may have been a part of some of those duels with St. Mark's and William Penn where neither team got 30. There was one where neither team got 20.
Yeah, I know my senior year we won 27-26. I think we lost to them 25-24. Anymore you see it's either pin or be pinned.
Right.
Which that wasn't the case back in the day. Now, I do think that the technique has got a lot better nowadays than it did back then. Looks to be a good atmosphere.
There's not as much today as the irresistible force meeting the immovable object so much anymore. There's not the deep weight classes where an unranked guy could come knock off a top 6 at any time. You don't really see that as much anymore.
Well, looking back in the day, there was full JVs every night.
Right. Right.
I was fortunate enough to win the states 2 years, but I didn't get on the varsity mat until my junior year.
Right.
I got rotated in as a sophomore to move the lineup around, but I wasn't a varsity starter.
Right.
Nowadays kids don't wait. If you don't get in the varsity lineup, they go off.
Chris Diaz, All-American from Caesar Rodney, was one wrestle off away from not being on the varsity his sophomore year, and then he was a 3-time finalist and 2-time state champ. But that's how tight it was just in his room. Goes to Virginia Tech, becomes an All-American.
I always told somebody my senior year I won the state tournament, state championship, and I remember they asked me who my toughest competition was, and I said a kid named Tim Moore, and no one knew who he was, but he was the guy I wrestled off every week.
Right.
Who no one ever even knew. And he really should have had part of my state championship because he made me better in the room every day.
Give him the ribbon.
Yep, your workout partner is crucial
absolutely.
to you,
Absolutely.
Should be a good one, Benny.
I'm ready to rock and roll.
We have Kenny Krieger as our official tonight.
Former Colonial. And Smyrna coach.
And Smyrna coach. You got ties in both. You're 100% right. Benny, I think we haven't got there yet, but that coin toss is going to be crucial. Who can get that coin toss?
Right.
It dictates a lot of what you can do and can't do. Back in the day, it was the home team always had to put out first.
Correct.
Of course, that changed in the 90s. So now the coin toss becomes relevant to what you got to do. You kind of got to run your line 10 different ways.
Yeah. And not starting at the lowest weight anymore.
Yeah, the draw changes a lot too.
Folks, we'll be bringing back tonight the Surf Bagel trivia question. I'm going to try to make it easy tonight. Not too easy. I want people to think. But we'll bring back the Surf Bangle trivia question tonight. I've been asking about it. Everybody's missing it.
It's nice seeing the crowd, a bunch of ex-William Penn wrestlers. And I had the fortune to coach most of them. It's great to see them. It's great to see what Joey's doing with the program. I do like the atmosphere.
Yeah. So we're just a few moments away from the announcements. Again, I'm Benny Mitchell, Marvin Dooley, and Glenn Frazier on the camera. I gotta do one little bit of research here. I want to make sure my trivia answer is correct.
Also, it's great to see on the sideline for Smyrna, Benny, that Kurt Howe's back out here.
Yes, he is.
In my opinion, this is my opinion, so I won't get crucified.
Right.
To me, he's the greatest Delaware high school wrestler we ever had.
Most accomplished. Well, not the most accomplished. Sheldon Thomas was a national champ, but yeah, Kurt was a technician. So was Sheldon, but Kurt was just dominant.
Well, my thing, Kurt was dominant, but also Kurt was he gave back to our sport in a ton of ways. I remember when I was coming up through, Kurt would take me out in his garage, and he was like a coach. And even though I was on another team in competition, he still spent the time to help.
Yeah, he did the same thing with my son in the off season. You know, we were at a tournament one time, and my son went to their rival school, and he pulled him aside at the tournament one side and was working with him.
Yeah, always been a class act.
Well, they left again, Marvin. It's become a game of hide and seek.
I remember one time I was, I think my junior year, we were down in Smyrna, and Smyrna walked off and went in the back, and I remember Jack yelling over to the bench to Mike Doolin, let us know when you want to wrestle.
Right. It is Martin Luther King Day weekend here across the country, and tonight it's a special matchup with the Blue Hen Conference.
You know, it gets
William Penn Colonials.
a lot of your ex-wrestlers. You see a lot of people. They see Kevin Tresolini in the stands tonight.
That must be important.
Must be important, right? Kevin Tresolini's here. I remember him interviewing me in the sophomore. I was a sophomore. That's how long he's been around.
He interviewed me after a football game in 1982 or 81.
Yeah. Just a great guy. He's great for the sport. And he's been doing it a long time.
Well, and our cameraman here tonight's been around probably longer. Glenn Frazier, what, 70s? Yeah, he's been doing broadcasting since the 70s. Used to do University of Delaware.
God bless you.
We stole him away from radio. For 5 years, I had to convince him nobody was listening. Nobody's sitting in their cars listening to football. Come over here, everybody's watching this on 302.
It's just great to have see people here.
Mm-hmm.
It's great to see the people that I admired growing up. I mean, that's what I look at. I admired all them people. This heavyweight for Smyrna makes me look small.
He's a big, big boy. Just started. They got him out 2 years ago, and I interviewed him after a big win, and he just couldn't say thank you enough and praise everybody.
Now, in today's athletic arena, sportsmanship has been lost sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's great to hear them stories.
All right, we'll turn on our mics, and I pick up the public address announcer.
Tonight's match will start at 157 pounds. For 157 pounds for Smyrna, Ricardo Camacho. For William Penn, Michael Lane or Jameson Newhart. At 165 pounds for Smyrna, Jose Washington. For William Penn, Frankie North. At 175 pounds for Smyrna, Keegan Grotowski. For William Penn, Jahan Brown or Jayad Badaring. At 215 pounds for Smyrna, they will be Forfeit. For William Penn is Trevor Lysek. At 285 pounds for Simona, Jacoy Yule. For William Penn, Eli Juan Torres. At 106 pounds for Smyrna, Ian Alfred. For William Penn, Jaden Ellis. At 113 pounds for Smyrna, Warren Coates. For William Penn, Eric Bodine. At 120 pounds for Smyrna, Wyatt Miller. For William Penn, Giovanni Cruz or Mackay Pritchard. At 126 pounds for Smyrna, Quantez Lockett. For William Penn, Brooklyn, Gordy. At 132 pounds for Smyrna, Kyle Davis. For William Penn, Nick Hendricks. At 138 pounds for Smyrna, Tyree Heath. For William Penn, Daniel Sinclair. At 144 pounds, Smyrna will forfeit. For William Penn, Austin Smith. At 150 pounds for Smyrna, Jesse Dixon. For William Penn, Miles Harding. Before we start tonight's action and we have our national anthem, in honor of Martin Luther King Jr. Day, Charlie Lane is going to say a few words.
Good evening, folks. William Penn asked me to say a few things in honor of Martin Luther King as we celebrate today. The school was closed today. Kids didn't have class, but we are wrestling and celebrating a sporting event, so we wanted to acknowledge the day and celebration at MLK. First, want to welcome everybody, William Penn High School and the wrestling team, like the Smyrna Eagles, their coaches, wrestlers, and fans. So about 60 years ago, Martin Luther King Jr. had a dream. Although I suspect he had a way before he famously shared it with the world. A dream of peace, unity, and freedom in a world where men and women would not be judged on the color of their skin, but only on their character, because that's the only thing that we have control over, our character. I think we have made some progress since the great Dr. King pleaded with us to make the change, but only some. We still have far to go, and the place that's lagging is here, in our hearts. We all have some differences, but we must not let those differences separate us. We can be different and still get along. We can be different and still do things together. We can be different and discuss those differences. We can be different and still show love to one another. I believe one of the greatest things Dr. King was blessed with was his Christian faith and a great understanding of the Holy Scriptures, where he learned that God did not create different races, just differences among people. Dr. King knew God only created one race, the human race, therefore making us all equal. I'm glad we're celebrating Dr. King at a wrestling match as opposed to another sport tonight, because one of the greatest things about the wrestling community is how it brings us all together. And not just our own teams, but folks on other teams. And just think about it yourselves. How many people have you met and become friends with on other teams, whether they be parents, coaches, or wrestlers? I know that we have, and enjoy some great relationships with those folks. My favorite time of the wrestling season is the state tournament. However, it's not just because you get to see great wrestling and that's where champions are crowned. Have you ever witnessed the wrestlers before the tournament starts? Kids from all different schools just hanging out with each other and enjoying their time celebrating their likenesses, not their differences, like different teams and conferences. It's awesome to watch. So in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who we celebrate today, and in light of recent events here at William Penn High School, I ask that we all acknowledge with a moment of silence, and I encourage you to think about how we can change ourselves to see the full reality of Dr. King's dreams. So if you will. We got a moment of silence, please. Thank you. And now if you would all face the flag, and gentlemen, remove your cap for the anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, also, as you come through, we have 302 Sports here streaming the event. With the sections cut off, please make sure that we are limiting traffic in front of that table.
So here we go, the coin toss, Marvin, may be the biggest thing of this match. Coin toss could decide the match.
I do believe it gives someone an upper hand. I do 100% agree with that, Benny. I know as a coach it was crucial in many events. I knew if I had two ways to run my lineup. One was if I won the toss,
right,
and one if I didn't. And the one I didn't was usually come gambling.
That's right. Kenny Krieger is your referee tonight. He's giving the instructions to both teams. And Colonials have won the toss.
And now we will not see them forfeit to Sinclair.
That's right. Yeah, because Sinclair will be able to make the move. So here we go. We're going to start at 157 pounds. We're going to have junior Ricardo Camacho, 7-15 on the season, and he draws the number 1 ranked wrestler in the state, Michael Lane, a senior, 16-4. Folks, up in the upper left-hand corner is your scoreboard. We do not have the time. We'll keep you abreast of the time verbally. To the left is the team score, to the left of the logos, and to the right of the wrestlers' names is the match score.
William Penn goes to a big start here, Benny.
Here they come with Michael Lane, so they will get off to a fast start.
These big matches, I mean, the guys that save points are crucial. This young man for Smyrna can go the distance and keep it to a 3-point decision. That's like a win.
That's right. Here we go. 157 pounds. William Penn in the all-white jerseys or singlets with the red trim. Smyrna with the white tops, red bottoms. I'm sorry, that's cherry and black, isn't it? That's not red here at William Penn.
Cherry and black, you're right, Benny. True William Penn guy, cherry.
Double A by Lane, gets the takedown.
Now, I wonder if, you see what happens if they got a bounds, but as a coach, I also like to build that score up where I know I at least had the major and stuff in distance, and then I worry about the pin. Lane has really been hot.
He has, big win at the couple big wins at the Del Castle. He's the Del Castle champion. And then the win over Stats on Saturday. With 1:20 here to go, he's got the takedown, looking to run the bar. Runs the bar, gets him to his back, starting to get the count. Looking for the fall here.
That's a tight, Benny.
Yeah, this is one right in the middle of the mat with over a minute to go. This is hard to fight off.
Exactly what William Penn would want off to a big start if he can get it.
And Lane gets the pin for the Colonials. They go up 6-0.
That's exactly what talking to Archangel this afternoon. I was talking to him about what they had to have, and that was one of the weight because he had the bonus in.
That's going to move us to 160 pounds, where we should see Jose Washington for Smyrna. And Frankie Norris, number 6 ranked in the state for William Penn. And I'm sure Joe Arganzo, he wants to get another pin right here at 165.
Another weight class where, like I said, they got to look for bonus. I still strongly believe, man, that's the key to the match is who can give up the least bonus points.
Absolutely. And the least bonus within the bonus.
Yes.
And they go out of bounds with 1:47. Norris ahead 2-0.
Norris is a freshman who really has a bright future.
Sophomore.
Oh,
he was a state placement last year as a freshman. It looks like he knows where the weight room is here at William Penn.
I know he played football. Coach Sable, I knew that.
There you go, a little pullback here, gets the chin in. Getting the swipes from referee Kenny Krieger. 1:35 to go, and he's got him on his back near center.
He has him tight, Benny.
The front head and arm. Plenty of time. And the Colonials do it. They start off with 2 pins. Marvin, they go up 12-0.
That's the start that they needed. I believe momentum is crucial going into the weight class where they have to save points. I've always said momentum in wrestling is like a pendulum. Big dual meets, if you can have the momentum, and it forces the hand of the Smyrna guys. They have the matches.
Let's see who the Colonials send out here at 175 pounds. They do have to send out first. And they send out Baudrellin. Baudrellin.
Baudrellin, senior is 10-10.
And he's up against the freshman out of Smyrna, Tegan Gratowski.
Could be one of the matches that really define things here.
12-0 for the Colonials. Like I said, team score on your left to the logos, match score to the right of the wrestlers' names. This is one I thought could be a key matchup here. One of my toss-ups tonight.
Yeah, I thought it as well, Benny. I thought, this is one of the ones that could go either way. And I'll call them the swing matches.
Shot by Belladrine. In on the leg of Grotowski. Grotowski with the whizzer. Fights it off, but then he goes behind and gets the takedown. 2 points for Baldwin.
Good start for the Colonials. Keep the momentum going with them. Pivotal match.
William Penn out of the Blue Hen Conference, which is Newcastle County. And Smyrna out of the Henlopen Conference, which is the lower counties, Kent and Sussex. Grotowski rises, cuts, and scores. This is a 2-1 match. You're watching us live, Matt side, down Basin Road at William Penn High School. Here in Newcastle, shot by Baldurin. I'm going to mess this thing up all now. I'm really sorry.
I'm trying to let you comment. I don't want to mess it up either.
Right.
He's actually doing all the motion right now. He's setting the tempo of the match, and that's as a coach, make him react to you, and that's what he's doing right now.
38 seconds to go, first period, 2-1 lead for Bedrellin.
Stalling, good call there. Stalling back out of the circle. It's one read.
That there, it's the right call, but I think it's the most inconsistently called.
Yeah, it's what they want you to call now.
Right.
And if you back right out, if he just circled at all, he wouldn't have been
right.
hit.
Or dropped into a shot or anything. There, this time he circles in. So
I do agree it's inconsistent because different guys call it
different ways. Shot by Baldurin, and they're going to go out of bounds. 14.7 on the clock, first period.
Yeah, they're fortunate tonight. They got a real good official. Kenny Krieger's a real good official. He officiates college matches, and it's been all over the place. Kenny's and has ties to William Penn and Smyrna.
That's right.
It's interesting.
Under 10 to go. And Grotowski, he's got to be careful pushing that hard in this tie. That's a good way to get shrugged or thrown by. Choice goes to William Penn, and he's going to take bottom position.
No, Zayed had 2 shrugs. He missed in that. So you're right. If he keeps pushing, he will get shrugged.
Right. Baldrellin takes bottom. Grotowski on top. Tries to go inside switch, and Grotowski's able to stop it with the ankle. I would think Coach Harris right now would like to see a turn out of his young freshman, get himself back in this match, and let this senior know I'm here.
Yeah, I would think he'd want him to try to turn him. His feet looked like he was on his feet. He was
tentative, very tentative.
Yes, he wasn't aggressive on his feet. He didn't set the tempo, so I would think he'd want him to be on top right now.
Minute 43 to go on the restart. Bedrellin comes to his feet, putting on the hand fight. Grotowski has to be careful he doesn't get a stall call here. Drops down to the single leg. Bedrellin coming around, looking to hook the ankle.
If he can hook that ankle, he can get himself 2 points.
Yeah, I think Grotowski's hiding his foot, sitting on it so he can't get to it.
Either that or put your head under Grotowski, his head under.
And that's what he does, comes back out. Nice job. Avoids the stall call and avoids the reversal. This time he puts a boot in. Minute 10 to go in the second period.
That was a good sequence there. I mean, he was in danger and hung on. Still, he hasn't put any pressure on William Penn, in my opinion.
Right. They're on the edge with 53 to go.
Right now, William Penn can tend to stay there.
Right, get it out of bounds, 45. No change on the position. Score still 3-1 for the Colonial.
Explosion off the bottom, explosion on top. I mean,
I tell even the young guys in my club, Marvin, that the whole part of getting up is first wanting to and believing you can.
Yeah,
and then the rest is the other guy stopping you.
Well, 100% I believe, going off that whistle, you got to have mentality off the bottom. And, mentality is you can't hold me. And, when I wrestled here for Jack Holloway, that was one of our, we worked stand-up every day. We wanted to be on our feet, so stand-up you had to learn. 28
seconds on the restart. No change in the score, no change in position. Grotowski still in the top position. Trails by 2.
Get your hips out here.
He's got to be careful of
Top
another
man
stall
play.
call.
And it cost him a point, too.
Drops to the leg. And I still think, Marvin, if you're rear standing for 4 seconds and drop to a leg, I still think it's all the same. It's still stalling, in my opinion. But he gets the reversal, or excuse me, the escape. It's 4-1 on the edge with 2 seconds to go. And that's the end of the second period. Baldrodine, he leads 4-1. Grotowski's choice. He's taking bottom.
That was a good period by the Penn kid. I mean, basically, all he did was get one. He got it. And now all the pressure's on Smyrna.
Right, they're down by 4. Or excuse me, down by 3. They trail the match 12-0. Third match of the night. And Grotowski gets the one. It's a takedown match right now, Marvin, to put this into overtime if Grotowski can get on his offense. He does have 1 stall call, 2 stall calls, as he's been awarded a point.
Penn hasn't been warned, so he can play a little bit here now. Well, if I would think so, I still want to be on the attack. I mean, that's how you lose matches.
Right.
You try to be defensive.
Kind of call it the old wrestling prevent defense.
Yeah. Oh, he walked into it.
Takedown for the Penn wrestler. He's up 6-2, out of bounds with 1:20 to go in the match. And like you say, walk ready, pushing too hard.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. Eventually that was going to happen.
Baldrodine, he leads 6-2 in the top position, 1:20 to go. William Penn looking to take the first 3 weight classes of the night. Grotowski isolates the hand, looking to stand up and cut. Puts himself in a cradle position.
Once he's set like that, he comes over the top and turn hard. There you go. There's one.
He comes up to his feet. 1, gets the escape, has the single leg.
Take that here, get right back in it.
Goes to the head, trips.
Didn't finish it.
Needs to stay on that leg with that second hand, Marvin.
Take the other ankle, he had 2.
45 to go in the match. 6-3 ahead for Baldrodine. And there it is. 30 seconds, and the clock's still running now. It was at 37.1. Let's see if they get it right.
Yeah.
But in that single leg, Marvin, that mid-single, a lot of kids, they see that head and they want that head, but you got to stay locked on that leg. More times than not, you're not going to get that head. You're going to get that single
Well,
leg.
when they were on the line there, all he had to do was get the other ankle.
Right.
He had 2.
But he had the hand up on the head.
Yes.
Oh, they got it, 37, not bad. Being off .1, not bad. 6-3, still time for Grotowski to win this match.
Yes.
But he's going to have to go with some offense, some heavy offense.
2 flat-footed, got to get motion. William Penn hasn't been hit with stall. He's perfectly fine.
Yeah, he can do nothing the rest of his match if he wants.
Stay in great position, force the Smyrna kid to take a chance.
Now he has to look throws. We're down under 15 seconds. Shoots a double leg. Switches off to a single. Brings it up mid-level. Got to keep him in the circle.
2.
No, neutral. Out of bounds with 1.8 left.
He was out of bounds. That was a good call by Krieger. Penn's off to the start. They want it.
Yes, sir. It looks like they're going to take the first 3. Shot by Grotowski, and time runs out. The Colonials take the 3rd in a row. They go up 15-0.
They're up 15-0. Right here's where I think Smyrna has to do the same thing. 190, 250 in heavyweight. They got to get a little run going.
Cale Howe, son of the 4-time state champion Kurt Howe.
And here's what I talk about when you get off to a fast start. It puts the pressure on Cal. Cal has to pin here because he has to match what they did in their weight classes and their favorite end. So
I don't think they're sending Howe out. I think they're sending somebody else out. And they are. This is not Cale Howe, folks.
Cal must be moving up to 215.
And don't worry, we got track up. We'll be able to get the name here in a minute.
This is the move I thought they may make too. I didn't think they would run Cal up to who he thinks is the better one.
And we're underway at 190 pounds. Shot by Che. And on the edge, out of bounds, no score.
So the first move of the night comes from Coach Harris.
That's right. And we have a question from the head table. And we still don't have the name of the new wrestler. They still have Hal up there.
Yeah, I wonder who the young man is. That is trying to look at.
We'll try to reset here. No, it's a JV wrestler. And they still have.
The Smyrna must be running Mason out of lineup at 215.
Right.
And I could see that coming. I mean, if you think you can match up better. Now, William Penn was hoping from 90, 190, 215 to get one of them. So,
yeah, get one out of there, right.
So, Smyrna's now looking to take three. Now, whether if they got off to maybe to start they got off to, forced him to do this.
Right, absolutely. They forfeited 215 the other night at Cape or against Cape and Lopin. And tonight looks like they're moving Hal up. Well, we know Vincent Che is 9-9 on the year. He's a senior. I think that's what the issue is. They can't get the correct wrestler's name up on the.
Yeah, because once you wrestle with Hal, you would better get out.
That's right. Well, while they sort this out, I'm going to pay some bills first. We'll be right back in a few minutes.
Congratulations, Dover Federal, on 60 years in business in Delaware. You've been by our side since our doors opened.
Thank you so much for giving me a call on so many years ago when I had no credit.
You helped our business grow into what it is today.
As a military family, thank you for supporting the financial needs of servicemen and their loved ones.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Happy anniversary, Dover Federal.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Congratulations, Dover Federal, on 60 years in business in Delaware. You've been by our side since our doors opened.
For over 15 years, our company has been building homes in Sussex County, Delaware. We offer a completely comprehensive program for our customers that makes building a new home enjoyable. At Capstone Homes, we have access to lots in our amazing communities or through our realtor partners. Visit with our team of professionals for a completely comprehensive experience. We can handle absolutely every part of building a new home for you and your family. Create your new home. Create a Capstone home.
And we're back. The William Penn wrestler is Timmy Petita.
Smyrna.
Smyrna wrestler is Timmy Petita. So 0-0 here. They apparently had some clock issues.
Nice shot.
A shot. Takes him to the mat. That's a takedown for the Colonial. He goes up 2-0 and getting some back points.
He didn't give the back points, but I'll tell you what, William Penn's off to a fine
Yes,
start.
they are. The first three, two of them with a pin. Got to be careful here as he hooks the head coming out front, but goes to his own back. We got a scramble going on at 190.
Yeah, it could be a pivotal match, Benny, this one here. This could be big for Smyrna. Nice suck back. Oh, what a nice job.
Yeah, he got this one with the chin side down, flat on the mat.
Pin would be big time for William Penn.
45 to go here, center of the mat with him on his back.
Just settle in now, plenty of time. He's just settle in.
And there's the pin for the Colonials. They go up 21-0. Smyrna's got to steal one here somewhere, Marvin.
Yeah, I think it's going to force Harris. If he tries to, of course he's trying to win, so he's got to move around now, I think, somewhere. Can't give up a forfeit in that lineup either.
So it moves us to 215 pounds. And it's going to be Trevor Livesey, the junior, 9-13 for the Colonials. And Cale Howe, ranked number 3 in the state at 190. He's a senior, 13-8, returning state place winner. And like we said, son of the legendary Kurt Howe, who's on the bench there for Smyrna.
Now, 3 of them wins being bonus is just crucial.
Right.
Now,
4 matches, 3 pins.
Now, I know Smyrna's looking at Howe here. They answered back with one of them.
Now looking to dig in that underhook. He's a thrower.
Now here I would think William Penn just want to save points. I mean, a loss is okay. Anything but a pin. And Cal, he's going after it.
He's looking to get those hooks in. Get a throw right to his back.
Definitely looking for them underhooks.
Little shrug attempt there by Livesey. Oh, there's the
Jat
throw.
Wizard, Jat Wizard. Oh, my.
No takedown yet,
Yeah.
and not going to get one.
That was a nice Jat Wizard if he could have finished it.
Now looking to get a low leg cradle from his feet. .54 seconds to go, first period. No score at 215 pounds.
He's definitely looking for the throw here.
Mm-hmm.
Russian.
Russian arm bar. There, right there to the hook. And obviously something that Coach Arcangelo has discussed. There's a stall warning. Because as soon as he got to the hook, Marvin, the William Penn wrestler circled back and away.
That Russian has got to kind of post ahead. We need the Russian stay out of it. But Krieger stayed consistent with the stalling call. He backed out and hit him,
Right.
so it was consistent.
Oh, bear hug by Howe. Takes him to his back. 4 seconds to go here in the first period. And he's going to get the fall at the buzzer.
He got it before the buzzer, too. About .3 on the clock. And that's what Smyrna needed. They had to have
Desperately
that right there.
needed that.
This is one of the matches here coming up, man. I thought it was pivotal here. Heavyweight. I think Smyrna may be slightly favored, but the William Penn kid is really rushing well.
The thing with Yule is he's hard to wrestle. We're going to see right here in a minute how big this young man is. He's got what I call the walking headlock. He walks into you, gets the headlock, and boom.
He is a big young man.
I think Kenny Krieger looks up and says, "How you doing, sir?" 285 underway. Number 4 ranked Chi Yule against Eli Torres. Torres, a sophomore, 19-8. Yule, a junior, 11-8. Smyrna did not do a lot of wrestling in December. As a lot of their some of the wrestlers were on the state championship football team that played until mid-December.
And this year was late, so they got out late this year. Supposedly that's going to go back to normal.
Right, go back to the first weekend in December.
Yes.
But at least they did push the wrestling season back 1 week this year.
Yes.
So the state championships will be held in March. So we get our own version of March Madness.
Which I don't know why we haven't done that in the past. I mean, we basketball goes over anyway.
Right.
So why rush it?
Yeah, because, I mean, the chance to get healthy and then another week or two to get healthy. Because my son told his team the first day of practice, this is the healthiest you're going to be. from here on out, you're going to be banged up. And
Well, Benny's 100%. Well, you get to the state tournament, man. Everyone's got something hurting.
Right.
I mean, it's a grueling season. It's a marathon, what it is. It's a marathon to the finish. Who's healthier and get to dual meet states? Who's the healthiest?
Heavyweight wide open. Number one ranked wrestler in heavyweight is a Wilmington friend Quaker. Phil Kroc is the number one ranked wrestler at heavyweight.
Phil Kroc, Carl Kroc used to be my assistant coach. His father, who's the head coach of Friends now, was my assistant for about 5 years. Happy for his son. Really wrestling well, too.
He won the Del Castle tournament and won it with a quick pin in the finals. 10 seconds to go here, first period. Still no score.
I've always enjoyed them light heavyweights, Benny. Always enjoyed them. Right.
Most people watching won't see what it looks like. Nothing's happened, but there's a lot of hand fight digging in there.
You're pummeling, and also you look at your head position. You try to get head position. If you watch last match, Hal didn't look like either, but head position creates angles. Angles create openings. And if you're not a wrestler, you don't know that. I mean, that's just.
Folks, thank you for watching Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. I'm Benny Mitchell. He is Marvin Dooley on the camera tonight. Glenn Fraser. We're 5 matches into tonight. We're at heavyweight. William Penn jumped out to a big 21-6 lead, and Yule gets the first points of the match with an escape. It's now 1-0.
I thought he used that hook a little bit more. He had that hook right there. Didn't go to it, but William Penn would be happy with a loss here. I mean, a loss would not
just a decision. You're right.
It would be like a win. I mean, not giving up bonus points if you lose is going to be crucial. And so far, they've answered the bell. We're getting bonus points.
Minute 20 to go in the second period. We're at 285 pounds, 5th match of the night.
I got to assume, Benny, that he tips the scale at 285.
I think he's the full 285. I think you're right. with a lot of leverage.
Not even like a big, he's just tall. He's tall and form. He's a solid young man.
I think he would like to get put him on roller skates, get one more stall call, and make Torres have to come forward.
That's what you want to do, force him to have to come to you. Right now, the wing bench is really just blocked. I mean, that's what he wants right there.
Got that overhook.
Yep.
And now digs in the underhook. Gets him on the edge. There's the stall call. So 2-0 lead for Yule. I thought it was a Marvin Dooley thing with the heavyweights, but it must be a William Penn thing, that old forearm up in the chest.
Yeah, just blocking.
Right.
Blocking. Put up in there. Heavyweight's a different style. When you're teaching heavyweights, we used to have our team practice, and then the 82-15 heavyweights practice up one end.
Right.
And I'd sit down with Coach Fromm and set the practice for that week. Because what they do is different. You got to work on ride-outs every day, work on getting all bottoms because it's scoring the first points. All that's crucial with heavyweight.
2 seconds to go here in the second period. Yule with a 2-0 lead. Let's see if he took bottom last time. Let's see if they're going to put him down. That's a big body to put him under, though. But Coach Argand's going to do it. Torres will go in the bottom position. And the third period's underway. Yule looking for the cradle, not looking inside cradle or near side cradle. Brings him back to the mat.
This we got to watch getting locked hands or something.
That's what the William Penn bench is calling for, locked hands.
Yeah, I don't think he had him locked, but this is what you're worried about at heavyweight. Because 1 point's crucial.
Yeah, that's 2-0 right now. Yule, he's using more leverage than he has weight right now, Marvin.
Yes.
Torres rises to his feet. They're going to go, gets the escape, and it's 2-1, and we go out of bounds.
Now they're showing 1-1. Did he give him? Did he have 2 stalling calls or was it 1?
He's Torres had 2 stalling calls. That's where the second point came from.
They haven't put that second point up there.
You're right. He awarded it. Center of the mat, minute 8 to go. 2-1 for the Smyrna wrestler, Chi-Chi Yule. And here comes the Chi-Chi chant you'll hear at Smyrna. Under a minute to go. Ewell with the 2-1 lead.
A lot of pummeling. 45 seconds, Benny.
With that height, it's going to be hard for Torres to score unless he goes on an outside leg attack.
And I don't think he can go under the big man. He just get sprawled on and get under him.
Right. Look, there's a walking headlock.
Yeah,
goes behind, and they're going to go out of bounds.
That's where he had to get that takedown. William Penn had a shot right there.
30 seconds to go in the match. And you got to see up close and personal how big this man is for Smyrna. Right into our camera view. I think if you're Coach Harris now, this tight of a match, and that just happened, you just take the win right now.
Yeah, you can't take a chance now. That's right. You got to win.
Under 10.
He's tried everything to get inside. I mean,
Ewell keeps good head position. Nothing's getting by his head. And that's the end of the match with Ewell with the 2-1 decision and gets Smyrna 3 more. No, I saw a second. I saw a.
It was 1-1. I was wondering. That's why
he awarded a point earlier. There was 2 stall calls, but they're going to say it's not.
That's what I saw the one go up. I wasn't sure about the second one. But we're in overtime now, Benny.
Yeah.
The Smyrna guy doesn't have to take any chances. He has choice.
Correct.
I can't see the guy holding it down. So I've always felt if I had choice at heavyweight, I wasn't going to gamble.
No, let him come to me.
If I don't have the choice, then I'm going to have to gamble a little bit. Whoa! Oh, Lord.
Now he wants to get the pin.
Man, that could be a killer.
And there it is, a pin for Ewell.
That was a big thing for Smyrna right there.
Overtime pin.
Yeah, William Penn had what they wanted. Give the big fella, big fella, Chichi, a nice.
And like I call it, the walking headlock.
Man.
He just walks right into you.
That's I remember one time Mumford gave 2 points and got me in overtime, and then we got pinned in overtime, the worst 2 points I ever got. End up losing the dual meet by 2 points.
You're right. Sometimes it's not worth scoring, right?
Yeah. That's a big pin for Smyrna. They needed that. William Penn kid wrestled great, too. He didn't probably deserve that feat, but that was a big win for Smyrna.
We move to 106 pounds. The little guys are on the mat. For Smyrna, it's the freshman, Ian Alfrey. He's 9-8. And for the Colonials, the junior, ranked number 6 in the state with a 14-8 record.
Now I have William Penn favored here, but Smyrna has wrestled well here. I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't go the other way. Go from heavyweight, all that pummel, look at all the motion we're seeing now.
All right, he took a tough loss at Cape, or at home against Cape last week. I think it was a major decision. Shot by
Cradle.
Ellis, got the near side cradle, has the takedown, looking for the fall. William Penn, they are going after the pins tonight.
That's tight, too.
He could slip that right arm out and get off the leg and slip it around the body. And now Ellis turns him to his back, wants to step over and cover. Nice bridge put on here by Alfrey.
Yeah,
he's got to put that weight on him. And there's the fall for the Colonials. 27-12.
Right now, the difference is these pins. I mean, it's
you said right at the beginning, bonus points will be the difference.
William Penn came out and got them, too. They really come out and got them. But I thought the heavyweight put Smyrna right back on track. I thought
should see, that's Warren Coates for the Eagles. We should see Bodine for William Penn. But I think this is where they weigh 2 guys in. Eric Bodine for the Colonials. He's a sophomore, 6-10 on the season. And Wyatt Miller, the senior, 13-12. Correction, that's Warren Coates, 6'5" sophomore. Bodine in on a shot. Coates with the whizzer and the crossface. He's got to keep that foot down on the mat, lifts him up, carries it out of bounds, and no score. Minute 33 on the restart. I love when the light heavyweights attack and the little guys throw.
That was a nice throw, too. Just didn't do it in bounds.
Low single by
Nice.
Coates. He needs to go turn to the head here. Turn to the head, and he's got it.
Got to work up through that arm. He's trying to get tight. Got it tight.
It does. It's still no takedown, though.
He pinned.
He
He
is flat.
pinned. He's flat. Oh, my.
There's the takedown.
Man, heck of a takedown. Well, it was flat there, baby. Woo.
Krieger just on the wrong side of the action. That's when the assistant has to wave and say, I'm getting down looking.
Yeah. He had it tight there, man.
Looking to bring the arm out in the middle of the back. Does. Now he covers. You can tilt from here. You can run. There's a whole lot you can do from here. And he's going to go half on the far side.
He's running now.
Now he's got a bar half.
Very tough on top, man.
And they go out of bounds. Sometimes you got to run that bar a little slower.
Yes. Yeah, slow so you don't get it with the criteria being illegal, so they stop it.
Right. 25 seconds on the restart. First period, 2-0 lead for Warren Coates of the Smyrna Eagles. Looking to get a little tilt here.
Had to load him in your lap a little bit to get that tilt.
Now looking to run the ball. I think he has it reinforced too. Does he have the wrist?
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. Now that's tight. 10 seconds to go. Looking for the fall here for the Eagles. Stepping over, putting the weight on. 4 seconds to go.
We'll run out of time.
And Bodine's going to survive it. 3 back points for Warren Coates. We move to the second period.
I'm William Penn will keep him on his feet.
I think Smyrna's taking neutral.
I'd much rather be there right now than I would have been.
Yeah, he's been running his bars. So they go back on their feet. 5-0 is your score. Second period at 113 pounds.
Again, I think William Penn's in the mode now. If we can just, every point we save,
right,
to get us closer to where we want to be. And where Smyrna has to be up tempo.
Well, 42 is half a match. They're up to 27 now.
What a throw.
Gets the takedown. Goes up 7-0. Again, got the arm across the back. This time he's just going to go across the chest.
Man, tight. Smart knees. He touches the feet to be illegal.
Yeah, don't touch your feet.
Settle back.
And gets 3 back. He's up 10-0.
Just got to work it up to, if you can't get the fall, at least get the 5.
And out bounds. Win it 2 on the restart. Bodine said, I'm fine. And ran back to the center. Coach Arcangelo, I think, still wants to use the injury timeout. Yeah, we're going to bring the trainer in to make sure he's okay. It's the opposite shoulder of what he would have landed on. I think it's just where he's had that arm across his back several times.
The young man has been tough on top right here. I mean, it's, well, Smyrna's going to look to build up to close to 10 to 15, and then he has to look for the fall.
Right.
And then if you can't, worst case, get that 5.
So I was talking to my son. After Sierra mentioned in his interview, he said, we got to go out there and throw the points on the board. Have fun, get points on there, get your major. And on your way to your tech, get your pin if you can.
Right.
But the biggest thing is make sure you get that first 4.
Yes. Got to work that score up there first.
27-12 is your team score. The William Penn Colonials lead. We're at 113 pounds. 7th match of the night, halfway through. The next match, we will hit you with the Surf Bagel trivia question.
I can't wait to hear it myself. 'Cause I don't even know what it is.
Employees of 302 Sports and Delaware Live cannot win this contest. But if you get it, I'll let you give the answer. So still have a break in the action now. Let's see. May have switched the blood time.
A couple new rules this year. One's concussion rule, and they get like 5 minutes if you just think you may have a concussion.
Right.
So they have all the time. A lot of different things for safety.
Well, head and neck is becoming the big thing. We saw that in college 6-7 years ago. They were defaulting kids, once they saw, any signs of what could be after a head-to-head contact. With the college sport being a lot faster and a lot quicker and a lot more power when you go head-to-head, they were on it.
So what big matches do you have coming up, Benny?
Wednesday night we'll be in on Old North Road when the Milford Buccaneers travel to take on the Caesar Rodney Riders. And then the following week we'll have what's known as the rivalry. The Smyrna Eagles and the Caesar Rodney Riders, followed that Friday with Lake Forest and Laurel.
Nice.
Tournament action pretty much done for the year, and now we're in the dual meets.
Man, he's just dominant right now on top.
Man, up 10-0.
He's looking for something tight, too. He's looking to get something tight. Minute to go.
Warren Coach, that's got to be a stall or a fleet of mat, one of the two.
That's odd there. He's sprinting off the mat.
He got there pretty quick, didn't he?
Yeah, it's funny.
This time Coach gets his leg out from underneath them. They're going to go out. No, not yet.
If I'm William Penn now as a coach, I want him to keep standing.
Right.
Because at least he's not getting tied on that bar.
Right.
He's been down with that bar on top.
This time he sits and gets right back in that bar.
Right back in it. He's tough with it too, man. He really knows how to run it. He's running big steps.
He needs to get something on the other side. Be it a half or a rest.
Trying to reinforce, you can see that.
That's what I call a reverse bar here.
Post ahead and walk around. He just goes for the post ahead.
Here's what I call the reverse bar into the front head and arm. 15 seconds to go. Colonial fans didn't like the way he was pulling the chin, but it wasn't that far. Looked bad. 3 back for Coates.
Hey, look at it. Really teach how you post that chin and walk around. I mean, it's,
right. Yeah, post the fist to the mat.
I think it's wrestling. I mean, it's
right.
hard-nosed wrestling. You know? Young man looking for the fall. Team needs a fall. That's William Penn took neutral. He wanted to be taken.
William Penn took neutral. 13-0. So a takedown. He wants to go feet to back.
Yes, sir. He wants to hit it all.
There's your duck.
And
gets the takedown. That's a tech fall.
William Penn take that. Save the point. Save the
Absolutely.
point.
So your winner at 113 pounds, Warren Coates with the tech fall. That moves us to 120. We should see Wyatt Miller for the Eagles.
I'll tell you, Warren Coates did everything there he could. He tried everything in the book to get the fall for his team. Dominant on top. I mean, and then smart move was the belly down on your feet.
They got to send out first. And this is Candelario. Giovanni Candelario. He's a freshman, 5-5. He's up against Wyatt Miller, 13-12, a senior. Marvin, the Eagles got to get to work.
You need to make up some points. This is one of the weight classes I think they're looking to do it too.
And maybe they get 6.
Yep. 6 and put them right back in it. I mean, I ain't never count Smyrna out.
Now they do have a forfeit coming at either 38 or 44.
You know, with William Penn winning the toss, they can't forfeit to Sinclair.
Right.
That's got to be.
Oh, the old Okie bar. And loses the hook. Two to one. And now 4-1 quick go behind by Miller.
Just nice snap down, snap spin. A half there, rotate on top.
Under a minute to go with a deep, deep half Nelson.
How do you let that go so fast?
Well, he didn't have anything on the other side. He was like a tight waist kind of thing.
Shoulder head here.
Back to the, I call this the Okie bar.
Show that front shoulder.
That's how he's getting out of it. The William Penn wrestler is limping his arm out. Miller goes to 2 boots.
Look, he rotate up on top with it.
There's a deep half. 23 to go. He's in right dead center of the mat. Needs to re-scoop that half. And there he does it. 10 to go. Looking for a fall here at 120 pounds. And Candelario may survive it. No, the pin right before the buzzer. That's 2 buzzer beaters tonight for the Eagles.
Twice, just hit the mat before it went out. You're 100% right.
That moves us to 126, where we're going to see 3rd-ranked Quantez Watkins. And I assume we'll see Gordy here. And that's the Watkins and Gordy here at 126. Brooklyn Gordy, 13-7. He's a junior. Watkins, a senior, 20-9. 3rd in the state last year at this weight.
Another big bonus point match here. Smyrna looking at bonus.
27-23 is your score with this and 3 bouts to go. Excuse me, 4 bouts to go.
5 to go, Manny. Right there. A lot of motion.
Shot by Gordy.
Porter Nelson. Smyrna almost, I thought he was throwing right there. I thought it was coming.
Thanks to all the folks watching at home. We appreciate your support of Delaware Live. Powered by 302 Sports. There's your go behind. Takedown for Watkins. And they go out of bounds. Minute 13 to go. Quantez Watkins with the 2-0 lead.
Watkins just setting the tempo on his feet. Now he's on top. We'll see what happens here.
They've been grinding that bar tonight. Free release to Gordy. It's 2-1. And then a shot by Gordy. Got in deep to one side and needed to switch it off to a single, but Quantez Watkins looking to go behind. Gets behind on his feet, needs to return to the mat, and he does. Takedown.
That was a very good sequence there. Very good sequence. Pound ahead, worked underneath, got behind, and then brought it to the mat with the 2.
46.2 left here to go in the first period.
So I think this is a match you have to build the points up. So you're in the
wear them out
area, so you can at least get bonus and nothing else. I've always said that if you can beat them on their feet, you kind of break their spirits a little bit.
Mm-hmm. $32 to go here in the first period at 126 pounds. Watkins, number 3 in the state. Gordy has been in and out of the rankings at 20 and 26 and over the years. Watkins, like I said, was 3rd in the state last year at this weight class. Big mat return.
Short time. You don't want to give nothing up right here.
Yeah, no, you don't want to give anything up in that last 20. And the first period is going to end a 4-1 lead for Quantez Watkins. Watkins will take bottom position, 2 minutes on the clock.
caution on the bottom.
Watkins rises to his feet, looking to hand fight. Big mat return by Gordy. Returns the favor from last period. Watkins gets the escape, though. 5-1.
Watkins right there stood up when he hit the mat. The difference between sometimes you break, he never really went flat.
Right.
Right back up that base, right back up out of there.
I teach my kids to get your knees up like a cat.
Yes, and that's what he did there. Laying it really on the base.
Shot by Gordy, gets in deep, switches to a single. Quarter Nelson here by Watkins. He needs to run around that front. Now he's got that, look at that lat drop. Gets down to the single leg, brings it up mid-level, pulls it. Can't get it out, though. Switches off to a double. Great sequence. Chain wrestling here by Quantez Watkins to get this takedown.
Looking for the spladle.
That was a great sequence there by Watkins. He just never stopped attacking.
I thought he would play more on his feet. Let him go a little bit more, but he's doing good on top, just to get points.
I'll tell you, if you can hit 3 or 4 mat returns a period, that takes the sting out of your opponent. Makes him think about if he wants to stand up again. At the end of this period, we'll have the trivia question. He's going to give him the free release and go.
Coach Harris, I thought he would do this, try to build them points up. Get that at least to the major. He's been dominant on his feet. He really has. He set the tempo. Everything has been in reaction when he's been reacting. Nice shot again.
Watch, look at the Spladle here.
Oh,
he gets the arm out. Look at that.
Nice job.
Great job, Watkins. He kind of felt it coming.
Again, here he goes. This is what I thought would be happening. Nice job by Harris. Keep telling him, let him go.
Reshot by Gordy. Nice. Goes behind. Not yet. 17 to go. Takedown for Watkins.
Now hold him down.
11-3 lead. Want to ride him out here the last 10 seconds.
Man, very aggressive on his feet. Shot after shot.
All right, here's your Surf Bagel trivia question. As we said in the pregame, William Penn is one of your storied programs. They've had a lot of individual state champions. One of them sitting here next to me. What year did the Colonials have their first wrestler win a state title? What year did the Colonials have a wrestler win the first state title for the school? Answer has to go in the chat log. Can't text me. Can't call me. Can't text Marvin. Can't email. It's got to go in the chat log for a Surf Bagel gift certificate. Oh, reversal by Gordy.
That's big air. It goes from a major decision to a regular decision. But Smyrna young man has been on fire, so holding him off will be a chore.
Yes, it will. Oh, what a snap down.
What a job
goes behind.
Just dominant.
And he's going to get released. He's going to go to the takedown route to a tech fall. He is up by 9. Another takedown for Watkins. Now up 10.
Yeah, I think he's going to try to get as many as he can here, build this thing up. Now you're going, Benny, you're asking about the first state championship.
What year? What? In William Penn school history, what year did they get their first? What did they get their first? Don't have to know who the wrestler is. What year did they get that first state champion? Because they've had a lot. 17-7 is your score here. Shot in by Watkins.
Keep looking for that
front trip. 19-7.
Harris wants to cut him again.
That's the way you put somebody down. He might get, no, I'm not going to get the backs here. Under 40 to go.
You're going to cut him again.
Oh, shoots right into an underhook, but able to come out of it. Takedown.
Drive off here. Wants a fresh start. He wants to get him back on his feet.
I got 23-9. They got 16-8.
24-9.
Yeah, they're going to go
be
through.
over.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, well, actually 23-9 it would be over.
23-8. If that's the case, it's over. 23-8. So he got what he wanted.
Got the tech fall.
Heck of a job, young man Watkins, getting after that.
So for the first time tonight, Smyrna goes into the lead. So we do have a winner. Marvin, do you have a guess for it?
No,
I don't know who this person is because it's not a name, but whoever Lord AK is, you are correct. 1957. 1957, the very first year of the state tournament. So Lord AK, whoever you are, email me or message me on Facebook through Delaware Live Sports, or you can email me at benny.mitchell302@gmail.com. He was a lightweight. Let's see where we're going here. So if that person doesn't respond to me, Jody Davis, you've done it again. If that person doesn't respond. 1957. Harvey Meadows.
Harvey Meadows.
So Cam Davis Jr. is Lord AK. Your mom knows how to get a hold of me. She's won enough of our stuff.
This was one of my toss-up matches. Benny coming in was 32. And I had.
It's Hendricks and Davis.
I had this as a toss-up coming in. So I think now it can't be a toss-up for Smyrna to have a shot to win it. They have to get this.
Yeah, they got, and maybe with bonus.
Yeah, with Sinclair setting in the wings.
Sinclair and a forfeit, possibly.
Yeah.
We're at 132. Smyrna with their first lead of the night. Front trip. Can't get him. This time he does. Gets the takedown, has the cradle.
Man, he's tight too. Oh my God.
Right in the center.
Man. Took forever to get two. He took his time, was patient with getting that two. And then,
he stayed with it.
Yes, he did. And he kept pulling him back into the center too, so where he could have room to work.
Under 30 to go, holding 3 back points.
Penn looking to break the grip, and Smyrna looking to improve. He has the 3, holding the 3.
12 seconds to go. Awards the 3, so it's 5-0. I couldn't see if he broke the lock. If he doesn't break the lock, that's not a reversal.
Yeah, I couldn't see it either.
Yeah, it was on the other side. 5-2 is your score at the end of the first period. Here at 132.
Be a pivotal match here. 132 pounds.
And they didn't get the clock set.
I really think just looking ahead, Benny, a little bit, that Smyrna needs the bonus here somehow.
Yeah, absolutely. Kyle Davis, he's 9-12 on the season. He's only a sophomore. Hendricks, a junior, 9-8. So he does get the escape. It's now 5-3. Russian tie by Hendricks. I wonder if it's any relation to Benny Hendricks, wrestled here back in the 80s.
Yeah, Benny was a tough man, boy.
Heck of a quarterback, too.
All-around athlete, exactly right. Nice whizzer.
Yeah, almost threw him to his back with it. And takedown for Hendricks. All tied up with 1:12 to go in the second period. Team score 28-27 in favor of the Smyrna Eagles. And we're going to get a potentially dangerous as the bar slips up to the middle of his back. Minute to go, second period at 132. This and 2 more matches left in the night, but I believe Smyrna does have a forfeit at some point.
Young man from Penn battled back from 5-0 down.
Yes, he did. Now he's in control, tied up at 5.
Got him going. They going over it. Let's see what he's going to. Got to keep it legal.
You can hear Kenny Kruger tell him, keep that bar legal, keep that bar legal. And there it becomes potentially dangerous.
Yeah.
30 seconds left.
The only way you can do that if you have it reinforced. It doesn't matter where the hand is.
30 to go here in the second period, 5-5 in the match. 28-27 for the Eagles in the duel. Penn looking to break into the rankings. They're a bubble team, but they're taking on the number 5 team in the state.
Don't get high. Nice job by the Smyrna kid there.
Oh, steps over. Nice job by Hendricks to little headstand over and get himself out of trouble.
Nice little scramble there. I think Penn has choice in the third, too. Which was now he's going over.
So we go to the third period. It's Smyrna choice.
Has to go down.
Yeah, you got to kind of go down this position. You haven't been turned yet.
No.
2 minutes to go here. 5-5 at 132 pounds. You're watching Delaware Live, powered by Three Richards. Granby roll comes out, gets the head. Can he get the mixer with it? And he cannot.
Had his one, got greedy. Nice little scramble again.
Minute 30 to go here, all tied up at 5-5. Kendricks fought back down 5-0 in the first period as he got caught in a low leg cradle. Survived to Penn. Now he's got himself in the match on top with 1:24 to go.
He just looks like the fresher guy, Penn boy.
Right up
at the moment.
Sit out by Davis, looking to turn.
Davis has been out 2 or 3 times, but went for the big thing.
Just can't clear. But he may have been told we need bonus in this match. So. Minute to go.
Cradle.
He's got a cradle. Brings it back. I don't know that he's in criteria.
I don't know either like that.
Now he is. Holding the 2. Two backs for Hendricks. Yeah. 7-5 lead for Hendricks.
Now I've got to be smart here.
20 to go. Looking to peek out.
Thought he hit inside Kelly with a dunk.
Two to go. What a comeback by Hendricks, Nick Hendricks, to get the win for the Colonials and put them up 30-28.
Yeah, down 5, come all the way back and get up the win. Heck of an effort.
So we moved to 138.
And I would think they had to send out first.
Yeah, it's Smyrna's choice.
Forfeit at 44.
So they're going to forfeit at 38. And that's the match.
Sinclair move up.
So Harding will come out and take the forfeit. So after this last match, we'll take a commercial timeout, come back with our wrestler of the night, brought to you by the Henlopen Hammers Wrestling Club in Southern Delaware. Here comes Tyree Heath, senior, 9-13. And number 1 ranked at 138, Daniel Sinclair, the senior, 14-5, defending state champion for the Colonials. And looks like clock trouble again. Oh, it.
It's just been a tale of just bonus points. That's the key.
Mm-hmm.
You look back on the air, if you just lose in some of these situations, it's different.
Yeah, Smyrna won 6 bouts. We said 6-6, 2 toss-ups.
Yep.
I didn't see where Smyrna pulled any upset. I didn't think they were going to win, so William Penn got the toss-up. And we're underway at 144, last match of the night. The duel is wrapped up. The Colonials have won it. They're up 36-28, so it doesn't matter what happens here.
Big win for Arcangelo and his team.
It's going to jump them into the rankings. They haven't been there in a few years. And it may keep them out of that 7-8 seed in the state duels, too.
Yes.
Takedown by Sinclair.
Well, I can guarantee you Smyrna will be back.
Right.
It's just unusual to see a Smyrna with a forfeit. I mean, you don't see it.
Right.
And look at the Milford, too. Milford had a couple forfeits.
Yes, it did.
In there.
We'll see them Wednesday night when they travel to Camden to take on the Caesar Rodney Riders. Caesar Rodney's lone loss to Cape and Lopen, and they're still in the thick of things. They could knock off a Sussex Central last match of the season. Maybe Cape take a loss to Central. Those 3 are just going to be tight. They seem to be the big 3 in the Henlopen North this year. Out of bounds with 18 seconds to go. 2-0 lead for Daniel Sinclair.
I do agree with you, man. Them 3 you're talking about. I think Sally's up here.
They're tough, yes. It's going to come down to Marvin to matchups, health, because everybody's like everybody's paper thin. You lose a guy and you're in trouble.
That's one of the reasons I think that the dual meet states is having on 2 matches in 1 day is tough. You got to weigh in certain way for the teams.
Even if you do it on 3 days, so that first weigh-in on Wednesday counts for Saturday.
Yeah, I mean,
escape by Heath.
Sometimes you got to weigh in to beat this team, but it hurts you in the next one.
Right.
I mean, so.
Well, I talked to Kurt Howe when you're back in 2012 when Caesar Rodney beat Smyrna in the state title match. Smyrna had taken a chance, and they remember they beat Sally's on criteria.
Yes.
And I talked to Kurt about that later. I said, that lineup almost cost you in the semis. And he said, I didn't come here to be second place. I came here to win a state title.
Right.
And the thing was, the Riders were able to hold them off and win the championship that year. But, he weighed his kids in for who he thought he was going to see in the finals.
And that's always what you have to do.
Big mat return by Tyree Heath. Granby by Sinclair. Heath looks like he might have he had a low leg, but he couldn't lock up the cradle. And escape for Sinclair. He goes up 3-1.
Sinclair looking for his second state title this year.
Yes, he is. Don't know if it's going to be 38 or 44.
Yeah, I wonder where he will go.
Don't know. I know last year, one of the gutsiest things I've ever seen, they went down and they wrestled Sussex Central on a Saturday morning. He wrestled 138. Then they drove over to Cape and Lopen, and he wrestled 145 where he wrestled Mikey Frederick, the 45-pound state champ. He just wanted the best match. He goes out and beats Frederick during the season and then goes 38 for a state title. But, I mean, what a gutsy thing to do. You have 2 matches in one day, and you're going to take a bus ride over and jump up a weight class to take on another top wrestler.
I think that's what he did in going to Delcastro, too. He wanted to go up to 44.
Yep, and he did.
To get the better competition. I mean, so he seeks out the competition.
Right.
And as all the good ones try to do.
Well, and we're starting to see that more and more. We used to see the state champs stay away from each other. A couple of years ago, we had Hall and Cola. Last year, we had Griffith and Negron. So I like to see that, guys going after each other. And we're out of bounds, 5-1 lead for Daniel Sinclair of the William Penn Colonials. Big win for Joe Arcangelo tonight.
Yeah, big win for the program. I know he's had 29 freshmen come out, like I said. And, the numbers here are so competitive in Newcastle County with keeping your kids.
Right.
So to have that many freshmen and keep some of the kids in our district from going other places, there's so many choices for them.
Shot by Heath. Oh, what a reach-hack by Sinclair. Gets the 2.
If we could keep them kids in our district, we'd be as tough as anybody.
Right. Well, you have in Newcastle County what we don't have in Kent and Sussex, and that's the charters and the magnets and the privates. And
yeah, most of the kids downstate stay in their district.
Right. Got some tech schools.
Yeah, yes.
And there's another takedown by Sinclair. He goes up 9-3. We move to the third period, last period of the night, and Les Heath can pull out some magic and tie it up. 9-3 lead for Daniel Sinclair, and Heath is going to go in the bottom position.
So Heath's record's 9-13, but he don't look like a 9-13 wrestler.
No, not at all.
That's the competition.
Right.
Smyrna wrestles.
Mm-hmm.
Young man really wrestled well.
Well, it's Ray Oliver over at McDonough. It's the Beast. The Henlopen Conference. And potentially dangerous there. Looked like he almost went to a back bow. Third period underway. Looks like Sinclair's going to go option there. He's going to false start. And we're back underway in the third period at 144 pounds. Last match of tonight. I want to thank you for tuning in to Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. I'm Benny Mitchell. With me tonight, Marvin Dooley, and on the camera, Glenn Frazier. I'll be back with Glenn again Thursday night. Little basketball actions. We're going to be down in Laurel when the Seaford Blue Jays take on the Laurel Bulldogs. Big mat return by Sinclair.
This young man has fought hard for Smyrna.
Yeah, he's a go-getter, man. Just coming off, just cleared recently, coming off an injury.
Time for that tilt.
I believe they also went to Trojan Wars.
Yes.
So yeah, that's how you build losses.
Yeah, I mean his record.
But you build toughness.
That's the key. His record looks like that, but man, he's a tough kid, man.
He's the kind of kid you look late in the year, start knocking off
Yes.
a guy here and there in the bottom of the rankings.
Always said at the end of the year, who's healthy, what weight class is coming, and then guys that you don't really know because they've wrestled competitions like this.
Well, the Duffy kid from Tower Hill
Yes.
last year, just coming out of nowhere. 28 seconds to go in the match. A 9-3 lead for Dan Sinclair.
Been a good match, Benny, but like I said, I think we had it on the nail on the head at the beginning. It was just about bonus.
Great.
And
Yeah,
then,
we both said 6-6, 2 toss-up. We got 7-5.
and then you look who wins the coin flip. This is big.
Right.
This could be a 12-point swing.
Or 9-5, yeah. And one more takedown for Sinclair. Goes up 11-4, 5 seconds to go. And that's a wrap. Your final score. 39-28 for William Penn. Folks, we're going to take a commercial timeout. We'll be right back with our wrestler of the night.
Looking to stay cool this summer?
At Barclay Heating and Air, we're dedicated to keeping your home comfortable year-round.
Family owned and operated, we provide trusted residential heating and cooling services to customers across central Delaware. Our experienced technicians offer reliable maintenance and repairs on all major brand HVAC systems.
My bad, folks. We have one more match. We have 150 to go. He's at the table. He's got to wrestle. Is that not correct? If he presents himself at the table, isn't he the wrestler?
Yeah, if he made it to the table. Now, if he didn't make it.
He was at the table.
And maybe Harris maybe wants the kid to wrestle because.
Right.
Yes, he could have declared him, in my opinion. Yes. Once you present.
Right. And I think that's what he's going to tell him.
Yes.
You can't do that.
Yeah, once you present to the table, you got to keep him. He is right. Krieger's right on this.
Mm-hmm. He made it all the way to the table.
Yes, if he checked in, he can't be replaced. That young man has to wrestle or it's a forfeit, right?
Either he wrestles or he wrestles or it's a forfeit.
I mean, it's not going to matter the team score.
I just want to know how he got out there because they're back in another room. He had to run by several coaches.
Harris may want his kid to wrestle, so he may allow it, but.
This happened at the Smyrna Cape match the other night.
Yeah.
Wrestler checked and actually wrestled a period. So I assume this will be Smith at 150. So we're underway at 150 pounds. This is the last night of the match. Last match of the night, folks. I was ahead of myself.
These are tough matches. Back when I was wrestling, we always started 106. So
right.
When it got to me, it was either the match was on the line or it was over.
I was the last guy too.
And it was tough when they were over. Like if you're in the Smyrna.
Yeah, where do you get your motivation from,
yes.
right?
And then the pressure's on you if not. And sometimes it would be over when it got to you.
Dixon gets the quick takedown. Yeah, I fooled myself. I looked to try to get a hold of our wrestlers of the night, and they're all walking back now. I didn't know there was one more match. I got to focus.
Well, a new weight class threw me off, Benny.
Right. And we got out of bounds in a cradle. 59 to go in the first period.
A lot of wrestling come up this month here.
Mm-hmm.
Dictates a lot.
We got some big ones. In 2 weeks, we'll probably what's going to be the Southern Division Championship. We did that one last year.
Yes, we
Lake
did.
Forest and Laurel. This time it's going to be at Laurel. They have wrestled once already. Laurel beat them in the Spartan Duels Saturday in a 3-point match.
Yeah, I saw that Tower Hill looked tough in them duels.
Tower Hill's got 7 studs, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Escape by Smith, 2-1. Shot by Smith, go behind by Dixon, looking for a cradle, gets the 2. And don't forget, Wednesday night, we'll have the Milford Buccaneers and the Caesar Rodney Riders live from Camden. And then Thursday night, I'll be the producer as I join Glenn Frazier for some basketball down between the Seaford Blue Jays and the Laurel Bulldogs. So, yes, wrestling fans, I am going to go attend a basketball game. Ethan Minshaw will have his debut on the mic with Glenn Thursday night. So tune in for that. He's been our cameraman during the football season. Did some soccer. Now he's got to put his talking skills to. And a reversal for Smith. And the buzzer. So we move to the second period. All tie or score 4-3 for Jesse Dixon.
Look like he's trying to force that.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of letting just let the period run, go move on to the next period, trying to force it.
Looking at that black bandage on his right hand reminds me of Avery Copes last year from Milford. Wrestled the conferences, state duels, conferences, and states with a broken hand, wrist and hand, and finished second in the state.
And that's not easy to do wrestling.
No.
Wrist control.
He had to wrestle with one hand. Oh, shot by Smith. Dixon throws the boot over. He's got two.
That was a heck of a recovery.
Oh, what a match to end the night with, huh?
Oh, inside.
Minute 30 to go here. Two guys that weren't even supposed to wrestle, and they're throwing it all out there.
Both are getting after, that's for sure. Turn towards the head. Take your time.
And there's a reversal for Smith. It's tied up at 6-6. And goes out of bounds. No change. 1:03 to wrestle in the second period.
Both getting after it. Dixon on the bottom.
Actually, we got Dixon's up 7-6. Or at least the scoreboard says so. I have 6-6. Must have missed one. It is 6-6. They must be watching the broadcast over there. It's on my scoreboard. Uh-oh, looking to come out from bottom. And gets the reversal. These two are throwing it around out there. Love it. .43 seconds to go in the second period. We've seen more sit and turns and switches and step overs.
They have been getting after Ben. I tell you that. Spot hit down.
Dixon is 4-9 on the season. He's a junior. Smith 8-3, a sophomore.
He lift that high.
He's got to anchor that left foot in somewhere.
Dixon just wants to stay tight. Stay tight now. Dixon on top.
5 seconds to go here in the second.
He just wants to stay tight, get out of the period.
And he survives it. He leads 8-6 going into the third. It'll be Smyrna choice. Dixon will take bottom. 2 minutes left in this match at 150 pounds. Here we go, third period underway. Dixon rises to his feet. Smith drops down to an ankle. Now we're in a little bit of a funky position.
A little scramble position here. Reach back for
he reaches back for that crossface, yes, sir.
Yeah.
And gets the reversal. Good call, Marvin Dooley. Minute 30 to go. 10-6 lead for Dixon. Don't cut your browser off now. These two have put it all out there. They put a lot of action points on the board. High flying.
Both of them have kept trying to score, that's for sure.
And looking for a tilt. Gets a 1 count, and that's it.
Got the boot in. Put the elbow on the back now.
Yeah, going to go like 70-80 style here with this leg rod. 52 to go, and there it is. The ball and chain with the leg in. Got a 2 count. Holding 2 is Kenny Krieger. 44 to go in the match.
Holding 2. Has to let it go to get it. Elbow on the back, almost like the old Woody series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looks like he might get that turn again.
Let it all go.
And there's the two awarded, 12-6 with 16 to go.
What a match to end the night.
And that's it. 3 more for Smyrna. Your final score, 39-31. Now we'll be right back after a commercial timeout with our outstanding wrestler.
From air conditioners and ductless systems to heat pumps and furnaces, we also sell and install top quality units. No matter your needs, we're committed to getting the job done right with honest and timely service you can count on. Invested in our community, we're proud to help families in more ways than one, sponsoring and donating to many local programs and organizations throughout the area. For dependable HVAC services, give us a shout or a bark at Barkley Heating and Air. Looking to stay cool this summer?
At Barkley Heating and Air, we're dedicated to keeping your home comfortable year-round.
Family owned and operated, we provide trusted residential heating and cooling services to customers across central Delaware. Our experienced technicians offer reliable maintenance and repairs on all major brand HVAC systems. From air conditioners and ductless systems to heat pumps and furnaces, we also sell and install top quality units. No matter your needs, we're committed to getting the job done right with honest and timely service you can count on. Invested in our community, we're proud to help families in more ways than one, sponsoring and donating to many local programs and organizations throughout the area. For dependable HVAC services, give us a shout or a bark at Barkley Heating and Air. Looking to stay cool this summer?
At Barkley Heating and Air, we're dedicated to keeping your home comfortable year-round.
Family owned and operated, we provide trusted residential heating and cooling services to customers across central Delaware. Our experienced technicians offer reliable maintenance and repairs on all major brand HVAC systems. From air conditioners and ductless systems to heat pumps and furnaces, we also sell and install top quality units. No matter your needs, we're committed to getting the job done right with honest and timely service you can count on. Invested in our community, we're proud to help families in more ways than one, sponsoring and donating to many local programs and organizations throughout the area. For dependable HVAC services, give us a shout or a bark at Barkley Heating and Air. Looking to stay cool this summer?
At Barkley Heating and Air, we're dedicated to keeping your home comfortable year-round.
Family owned and operated, we provide trusted residential heating and cooling services to customers across central Delaware. Our experienced technicians offer reliable maintenance and repairs on all major brand HVAC systems. From air conditioners and ductless systems to heat pumps and furnaces, we also sell and install top quality units. No matter your needs, we're committed to getting the job done right with honest and timely service you can count on. Invested in our community, we're proud to help families in more ways than one, sponsoring and donating to many local programs and organizations throughout the area. For dependable HVAC services, give us a shout or a bark at Barkley Heating and Air. Looking to stay cool this summer?
At Barkley Heating and Air, we're dedicated to keeping your home comfortable year-round.
Family owned and operated, we provide trusted residential heating and cooling services to customers across central Delaware. Our experienced technicians offer reliable maintenance and repairs on all major brand HVAC systems. From air conditioners and ductless systems to heat pumps and furnaces, we also sell and install top quality units. No matter your needs, we're committed to getting the job done right with honest and timely service you can count on. Invested in our community, we're proud to help families in more ways than one, sponsoring and donating to many local programs and organizations throughout the area. for dependable HVAC services. Give us a shout or a bark at Barkley Heating and Air. Looking to stay cool this summer?
At Barkley Heating and Air, we're dedicated to keeping your home comfortable year-round.
Family owned and operated, we provide trusted residential heating and cooling services to customers across central Delaware. Our experienced technicians offer reliable maintenance and repairs on all major brand HVAC systems. From air conditioners and ductless systems to heat pumps and furnaces, we also sell and install top quality units. No matter your needs, we're committed to getting the job done right with honest and timely service you can count on. Invested in our community, we're proud to help families in more ways than one, sponsoring and donating to many local programs and organizations throughout the area for dependable HVAC services. Give us a shout or a bark at Barkley Heating and Air. Looking to stay cool this summer?
At Barkley Heating and Air.
And welcome back to William Penn High School. Here is our wrestler of the night, brought to you by the Henloop and Hammers Wrestling Club. This is Nick Hendricks. Nick, down 5-0 to start the match. You battled back, you got the win, possibly sealed the dual meet for your team. Take us through that match.
Honestly, when I was warming up, I told myself I wasn't going to lose. When I got caught on my back, I was like, oh, man, this ain't really what I thought was going to happen. But when I got on the mat, I just really locked in. I thought to myself, I'm like, I'm not going to let this happen. My team needs me. And that's pretty much went through my head, and just endurance up and got the win for the team.
26, 32, 20, 38. Those are all tough weight classes. It's hard to make a break in there. Tonight, maybe you put your name out there as a guy that's on the bubble at 132.
Yes, sir. Hopefully number one soon.
All right.
Let me just ask you, Nick, I know being a long-time coach here and looking at dual meet, so we talk about being a Baguba effort. You're down 5-0, where a night where every point's going to mean something. So when you go down 5-0, what goes through your mind to make you continue to fight no matter what happens and get back in the match?
Honestly, I just didn't want to let my team down. We haven't beat Smyrna for like a very long time, and I knew this is where my team needed me, so this is when I decided to step up and just get the job done.
All right, here's our Henloop and Hammers wrestler of the night, 130 pounds, Nick Hendricks. And we get Coach Joe Arganzo over here. Give him your headset. Nick, don't go anywhere. I need to get a picture of you. All right, buddy? So, Joe, congratulations first on the win. Talk about that guy right there. What a comeback for him.
You know, this guy, Nick Hendricks, is a junior. He's had his ups and downs. And, this weekend he wrestled one match down at the Spartan Duels. He banged up his shoulder, so we sat him for the rest of the day. We really didn't know if he was going to be able to go. But here he is tonight. He came from behind, and he got the job done. And we couldn't be more proud of this guy. We have a team tie that we give out. It's an orange and black ugly tie. We started a long time ago, and we try to give it to the best performer of the night. And there's so many kids that stepped up tonight, but this guy here, he started to rally and really got us back here, and so he's going to get the team tie tonight.
He was down 5-0 to start the match, and I have to be honest, it was right in front of us. There wasn't a whole lot of light under that second shoulder, but he got it up and kept it up, and then he came and he just fought back, and it may have been the key match of the night.
Well, we talk about that, about just living for another moment. He fought. It was a close. Maybe Kenny thought he had a little bit of hair under there, but there were some close calls we had on our backs tonight too.
Right.
That I thought maybe we had a little bit of air under there, but that's just how it goes. And we talk about, hey, fight through that. Hey, if the ref doesn't get in position to call it and you get another period, you never know what will happen. And tonight Nick got back in there. He got a little confident as it went, and he pulled it out for us and the team. And I know it feels good for him because he's been working his tail off.
Coach Doyle, you got anything?
Hey, Joe, I'm happy for you in the program. But I talked to you earlier today a little bit about how the match would go and what you thought you needed to do. And I think you told me about bonus points and that you had to have bonus points to win it. I think you got to be happy with really the way your team started out. You started at 157 pounds, and you got a lot of bonus points, got the momentum going, and then you never let it go.
Yeah, I mean that was we draw the 157 match and we were able to run off 3. I think we did, and 190 we knew was going to be a big match. We thought Hal was going to stay down, and Che's a senior, and we basically we tell him, hey, go out there and do the best you can. But then they threw another guy out there, and we were like, oh, here we go. So we he got the win for us. Not only did he get a win, but he got a pin. And Che's a 500 wrestler. You know, he's a senior. He's been around a while. He's been JV. So, hats off to him for coming up tonight big for us. I mean, there were a few guys that came up big. I mean, even our 113-pounder, he gave up a tech fall, saved us a point. Those points add up.
Well, one thing I saw, you gave up a couple. In the end, them 2 points. So I know you had talked to me earlier about that, and I couldn't be prouder to come out for you. But I know you dictated bonus.
We got 26 freshmen that came out this year. The JV team did a nice job before we started, and they're just a bunch of young, fun guys to be around. They work hard, and they're just watching these older guys get the job done. So I told them back in the wrestling room, like, this is what it's all about. Our seniors have been on the other end of this, 66-5, 66-12. So, it's nice to see us get one. We know how it is, short memory. Today was our number. Next time it could be theirs. So we're not going to get overly excited. We know there's a whole lot of wrestling left. So
how big is this match? When I say is it not only is it a win over Smyrna, who you haven't beaten in a while, this is probably going to keep you out of the 7-8 seed area now and move you to more maybe a 5-6 in that area. Coming in as a 7-8 seed in the duels it's just it's hard to win those. You're going up against the top team in the state. Yeah, you're improved, but it has to feel better going into the middle of the bracket instead of the edges of the bracket.
Oh, absolutely. We've been down that 7 and 8 spot, 6 spot, but this is the first time since I've been here in 6 seasons that we've actually cracked the top 5, and it does feel good for our program, for our school, for the community. And we did it on Martin Luther King Day. I mean, it's just so special that, hey, it's Monday night, school, no one has school, and we're wrestling and celebrating at the same time, and William Penn got the win.
Folks, from Basin Road here in Newcastle, your final score, the William Penn Colonials 39, the Smyrna Eagles 31. Our wrestler of the night is Nick Hendricks and Coach Joe Arcangelo. I want to thank you for tonight, and we'll see you down the road. Probably has some big-time matches. We got some big ones coming up. Glad to get up here. Glad we could get William Penn on the view, and thanks for having us.
Thank you, guys. Awesome job as always. You guys, we really appreciate it.
That's a wrap from Newcastle, folks. Have a good night.
The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned, community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state,